of the former age, meaning what? Go back in time and learn the history of your ancestors, read.
And prepare thyself to the search of their fathers.
So you come out here today to learn the search of your fathers. But I'm going to tell you today, bro, you come from a bloodline of kings, bro. I'm going to show you that, read.
It's like it says verse 9, for we are but of yesterday and know nothing.
But we are but of yesterday. I was born in 1993, brothers are born in 2000. We don't know what went on in the world 2,000 years ago, man.
That's right.
Where did your history start in the school? Where did they first teach you your history?
Slavery.
Slavery, right? But we come out here to show you that your history starts in the Bible. That's right. I'm going to show you. You see I keep calling you king, right? I'm going to show you why. Somebody give me Ezra 4:20. Ezra chapter 4, verse 20. I'm going to show you come from a lineage of kings, bro. That's right. And back then, our forefathers weren't paying taxes, king. Right. Our forefathers weren't walking around here in fear. We walked around with great boldness. That's right. Great confidence, because you want to know why? The sky that shines down on us, God made that for us, man. That's right. Read that.
Book of Ezra chapter 4 and verse 20. Come on. There have been mighty kings also over Jerusalem.
Read it again.
There have been mighty kings also over Jerusalem.
Now, kings of America.
Also over Jerusalem.
There have been mighty kings over Jerusalem, brother. Read.
Which have ruled over all countries.
Your forefathers ruled over the whole countries. You heard of King David? Brother, that's your forefather. King David reigned here. Everybody paid visit to King David. Read.
Over all countries that have been like it. Ezra chapter 4 and verse 20. There have been mighty kings also over Jerusalem, which have ruled over all countries beyond the river, and toll, tribute, and custom was paid to them unto them.
Hey, you got a job, right, brother? So on your job, every time you get paid, what get took out your taxes? Money. Taxes, you get taxed every time you get paid, right? Brother, back in the day, your ancestors were getting taxes paid to them. The heathen will come to pay you taxes back in the day, brother. The heathen will come to get precepts from you. Read what you got.
This is 1 Kings chapter 4 verse 21. And Solomon reigned over all kingdoms from the river unto the land of the Philistines and unto the border of Egypt.
And there's another thing, you know who King Solomon is? Yeah, it's true that King Solomon was the wisest king that ever walked the earth, right? We had Queen Sheba come visit him just to get this wisdom, right? That's your forefather, king.
They brought presents and served Solomon all the days of his life. And Solomon's provision for one day was 30 measures of fine flour, and 80 measures of meal, 10 fat oxen, and 20 oxen of the pastures, and 100 sheep, besides herds and roebucks and followers.
So you hear all that, king? That's telling you your forefathers were rich. Your forefathers had everything they need. We ain't have to go to Walmart to get no chicken, king. We ain't have to go to Walmart to get no lamb. When your daughters or something needed something, you know where you got it from? Yourself. You just went outside, king. But what happened? We come out here to show you what happened, brother. Read what you got, king.
Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage.
So God said that the Israelites was going to discontinue from their heritage, all right? Give me Exodus 6 and 8, king. And get somebody else give me Sirach 17 and 11. I'm going to show you what your heritage is. Are you familiar with the word heritage? What does that word mean to you when you hear heritage? Yeah, like your heritage, like where you come from, right? So I'm going to show you what the Most High God gave you as a heritage, all right? Read what you got.
Sirach chapter 17 and verse 11. Besides this, he gave them knowledge.
He gave our ancestors knowledge. That's right. We the ones who know how to tell the times from the sky. That's right. How you think we came over here to America? Our forefathers got guided by the sky, and the Most High led them over here. We ain't have GPSs. We ain't use Google. That's hey, right. How do I get to America? You know what I'm saying? No, the Most High gave us those gifts through knowledge, read.
Right. And the law of thy life for an inheritance.
And he gave us laws how to live by, brother. The laws that he gave us weren't laws just to control us. No, it was laws to help us be a great nation. That's right. Give me that in Deuteronomy and read what you got. I'm going to show you another heritage that he gave you that we don't have today, read.
Exodus chapter 6 and verse 8. And I will bring you into the land concerning the which I did swear to give it to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob. And I will give it to you for inheritance. I am the Lord.
So God gave you that land over there that them so-called fake Jews live in. That's right. That was your land at one point, king. But we lost that land. Do you know why? You got an answer why we lost that land? What are you familiar with it?
Yeah, like I'm with the Nation of Islam.
So you with the Nation of Islam? So what did the Nation of Islam teach you?
We the gods.
So the Nation of Islam teaches you that you the gods, or do they teach that, you know what I'm saying, they the gods? Who are the gods? We are, right? So they teach you are the Israelites, right? So this is my question to you now, King. If this Holy Bible tells you that God chose the Israelites from the beginning, made the world for them, why do you feel like you need Islam to tell you that you are God, King? Give me the that's it.
It's like my foundation. Like I don't really go to them, like, you know, I just get the knowledge and stuff from them. But
so that's your foundation, right?
Right.
Read what you just gave again.
So hey, King, bro, the Quran actually says in Surah 2 and 122 that what? The Israelites are a chosen nation.
Right.
So wait, and then I forget the Surah Salakia, but in the Quran it tells you to Salakia, inquire of the books before.
Right.
What is the book before the Quran?
Right.
Hey, the scriptures, man.
That's it.
This holy book of the Lord, man. So what? You need to follow the commandments of the Quran.
Right.
Hey, that's the truth.
Right, all praises, bro. Go back to Jeremiah. Read that again, King.
Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee.
So God said we were going to discontinue from our heritage, King. Read.
And I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
And the Most High said he was going to cause us to serve our enemies. So you know where you learn Islam from? Your enemies.
That's right.
Have you ever heard of the sub-Saharan slave trade? King, the same people who brought you Islam, they say Ali Akbar.
That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying? All them different words that they say, those are the same people that enslaved you.
That's
You
right.
know how in the world today they say get down and lay down? That's what they told your forefathers back then. You can either get down and submit to Allah or die.
That's right.
And that's what your forefathers did, because why? We ain't keep the commandments of God. Read what you got, King.
Hey, this is the book of the Babylon to Timbuktu, man, by Rudolph R. Windsor, right? This is page 48, right? This is talking about Islam and Judaism, right? The Prophet Muhammad adopted many principles of the laws of the Jewish religion.
So you hear that? I'm saying it one more time,
Hey,
King.
the Prophet Muhammad adopted many principles and laws from the Jewish religion.
So listen to this. The man that started Islam went to your history book and got everything he needed out of here, huh?
No.
Why would he have to do that? If his God is true and his God really gave him all that knowledge, why would he have to say,
Like,
let me go over here and holler at the Jews,
when it just freezes,
open their Bible, twist up,
well, no, like when it freezes
get my
time and like if you move
understanding.
it and it
that's true,
stays on one
read
spot, that
this.
means
Hold on,
it's
I'm
like.
gonna show you why. We're gonna get back to that. Read what you got.
Not recorded, but 6 and verse 5.
This is why, King.
Yeah.
For all the gods of the nations
So
are
when it goes
idols.
black, you just have to click it. Either way, it'll still be like an idol.
They stole it. They're idols. The gods of the nation are idols.
That's right.
That's why Muhammad had to come to your Bible and learn how to teach people something. Because this is the only book. This book is nothing but full of prophecies, brother. And I'm going to show you prophecies. You coming up here today telling us you are Islam and you follow that, it's a prophecy fulfilled. And I'm going to go to that and show you that, but I'm going to let the king finish bringing that out.
Khan. Hey, so look, it says Shema Israel, right? It says the Jewish confession of the unity of God is Shema Israel. Talking about the Shema, right? It says Adonai Elohim Adonai Adah. When Shema, you know, in the Paleo Hebrew is Shema Yasha Yahweh I now, right? Khan. And then it's really saying, hear, O Israel, our God is the Lord is one. But then it says the Mohammedan slogan is as follows: La ilah, Allah, Muhammad Rasul Allah. There is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is a prophet of Allah, right? Muhammad adopted also the details of the Jewish calendar, the Day of Atonement, and the Sabbath of the Bible, as narrated at Midrash, and many points of the ritual law. Innocent, the Jews pray 3 times a day, facing the city of Jerusalem.
Right.
And the Muslims, a true deliverer, pray 5 times a day, facing the city of Mecca.
So where they get that from? Where did they get that from? Who inspired them to pray 3 times a day? I'm going to show you something, King. One of your ancestors, a mighty prophet,
That's right.
when he was in slavery, where we at today? We in slavery. He prayed 3 times a day. Somebody give me that in Daniel. Daniel 5, yeah. Show them where Daniel prayed 3 times a day. And now we're going to show you in Deuteronomy as well why we serve Islam, why we serve Christianity. Think about it, bro. All the black kings in the world, and we serve 30 different religions. One of us on this side believe in Africanism, one of us believe in Islam, and one of us believe in Christianity. But what's the one thing that they all got in common? No. We was enslaved by everybody who gave it to us. So Ross, just get Deuteronomy 28, and I'll read what you got in Daniel.
Daniel chapter 6 and verse 10. Now when Daniel knew the writing was signed, he went into his house, and his windows being open in his chamber toward Jerusalem. He knelt upon his knees 3 times a day.
He did what?
He knelt upon his knees 3 times a day.
Nah, he went over there by the copper stone and milk.
He knelt upon his knees 3 times a day and prayed and gave thanks before his God.
Before who?
Before his God.
Before the Islam God.
Before his God.
Before the Arab God.
Before his God.
Read.
As he did aforetime.
And he did aforetime. So brother, it was always mentioned in the scriptures that we prayed 3 times a day, that we kept the Day of Atonement, that we kept the Sabbath. And then guess what Muhammad did? He went and studied, learned everything he saw how we carried ourselves and said what? Oh, all praise be to Allah now. There is only one God but Allah. And now I'm gonna ask you another question with the Quran before I show you the prophecies. What prophecies in the Quran have you seen come to fruition in your lifetime? None! Nothing, brothers. You wanna know why? It's the same thing as me coming out here today, coming up with my own religion, talking about it's only one God and it's me. You know what I'm saying? And you say, prove it. Brother, I can get big in 3 days. It don't make no sense. It's the same thing. So now I'm going to go to Deuteronomy, and I'm going to show you how we know you the Israelite. I'm going to show you that God prophesied what was going to happen to your ancestors when they came on this side for not keeping his commandments. Bring it up. All right, read what you got, King.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15.
Read.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So you familiar with Moses, right? And the Israelites? Yeah. So he gave them laws and statutes, right? And now he's telling them, in the verse 1 to 14, he said, if you listen and hearken, you're going to be the greatest people throughout the whole face of the earth. Nobody going to be able to deal with you, right? But now what we get into, this is what was going to happen to the Israelites. If we didn't hearken to it, we say, man, God say don't steal, but I like stealing. God say don't kill, but I love killing ox. This is what God said was going to happen to us. Can you read?
To observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So is a curse a good thing or a bad thing? A curse. It's a bad thing, right? All right, read.
Verse 16, cursed shalt thou be in the city.
So the Most High said, cursed shalt thou be in the city. Hand me that sign.
I'm going to see you tomorrow at 12.
Look at this right here. In America in 1619, what was taking place in these cities, man? Curse, no, what was taking place? Like actually taking place. Slavery, right? People getting sold, children getting sold, separated from their mom. We seeing brothers walking down the street, 6'5", 230, solid, with yokes of iron upon their neck, King. That's a curse, read.
Verse 16, cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
And he said, cursed shall we be in the field. What was our grandmothers them doing on the slave field? What was they doing?
Picking cotton.
They were picking cotton. What else was they doing? If the master wanted some good old wine, who had to go out there and grab them grapes?
We did.
Your ancestors did, right? And let's say one day your grandmama was 85 years old, her back hurting, she the same age as this dude right here, but you know what I'm saying, her bag don't get filled up. You know what they did to your grandma? Did he give her a massage and say, oh, it's all right, you can just make it up tomorrow? No, he beat the hell out your grandmama, bro. That's a curse. When somebody give you Matthew chapters 13 and 38. And I'm gonna show you, bro, that ain't just take place in America, bro. When he say the field in that verse, that means double, brother. It was also on them cotton fields, but it was throughout the entire world, brother. Watch this.
Matthew chapter 13 and verse 38.
Read it out.
The field is the world.
The field is the what?
The field is the world.
So the field is the world. So the Most High said we were gonna be cursed throughout the entire world, brother. Bro, if you go to Greece right now, want to start a new life, guess what? You get caught outside at the wrong time, you getting put to death. You say you a Muslim, right? You go over there to Mecca right now and get caught late night, get what they gonna do? Put you to death. You go over there with your queen, y'all think y'all finna go kiss the stone together. Your girl got her lashes on, her makeup on, she ready to submit to Allah. You know what they gonna do? Chop your head off, and you know what your woman gonna be out there doing? Giving it up to every man that the Muslims want her to give it to. That's right. Come on, brother, that's not your religion. So what we showing you is that all these things they brought upon us is a curse. Now let's go back to Deuteronomy. I'm finna show you some clean-cut curses that happened to your ancestors, bro. Read that again.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 16.
Break it out.
Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field.
He said, cursed shall I be in the city, and cursed shall I be in the field. That's right. I got another one for you. Read what you got.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 36. The Lord shall bring thee and thy king, which thou shalt set over thee, unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known. And there shalt thou serve other gods, wood and stone.
So guess what? Back in the day, man, our forefathers didn't know nothing about no Allah. If you would have told your forefather, I need you to bend over and kiss a stone, you know what he would have did? What? He would have put you to death, brother. Right. Mattathias didn't play that, brother. That's right. We got forefathers in the Bible who was zealous for the law. That's right. They died for the law, brother. Right. So we coming out here to tell you it's time for you to come die for this law, brother. That's right. It's time for you to leave that alone, brother. That wood and that stone, you know what that represent? The defeat of Israel. That's right. You know what they mean? They feel like they got us in subjectude. We subject to them. As long as you pray to Allah, you know what they say? Oh, we got more time to do what we want to do on the earth. We're going to put more niggas to death. We're going to rape more of them. And we're going to keep Jordans out there. We're going to keep doing all that because why? You not praying to the real God. You praying discretion to a rock. That's right. We out here asking for discretion from a rock, brother. So I'm showing you that that is a curse. We serving and praying to a rock. They symbolize and we wearing on our neck crosses that our Messiah died on. Let me ask you this question, brother. If I ran into your house and killed your whole entire family with a machete, everybody got beheaded with a machete, are you finna walk around and honor your family with a machete around your neck? Why? Because every time you see that machete, you know what you're gonna think of? Mockery. Mockery, brother. That's the same thing they doing to us, brother. Serve these things, brother. Go back to Deuteronomy 28 and give me verse 30.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 30.
Break it out.
Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her.
So you seen slave movies, right, brother? Are you familiar with the slave movie? You remember the movie with David Banner in it? When he was out there in the field with his son. They was out there picking cotton. Master came out there and snatched the woman, and you know what I'm saying, took her in the house and raped her. And you know what the son said? Daddy, you ain't gonna do nothing about it. Daddy, what you doing? Why you think he couldn't do nothing about it, brother? What would happen if he said, hey man, what you going on my wife? He gonna die. And what does God read that again?
God, Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 30. Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her.
So what is that signaling? What is that? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? That's a curse, right? Read, watch this.
Thou shalt build an house, and thou shalt not dwell therein.
Brother, who built the White House?
We did.
All right, did Donald Trump and his kids build the White House? No, we built that, right? That's right. And what the scripture say?
Thou shalt build an house, and thou shalt not dwell therein.
And we weren't gonna dwell in them houses, brother. Keep reading.
Thou shalt plant a vineyard, and thou shalt not gather the grapes thereof. Guess
what? He said we were gonna be planting vineyards, and we weren't gonna be able to gather the grapes thereof. I wanna know why? Because they was gonna come up and take all that from us, brother. They was gonna come up and cook it, and you better not say nothing. Read verse 32, King.
Come, verse 32.
Watch this.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
So this is why it's important to stop black on black crime. Because, brother, it said what?
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
So our sons and daughters were given unto another people. Meaning what? If I got sold here in Atlanta, me and you blood brothers, right? They sold you to Virginia. They sent me to California. You know what they doing when they send us out there? We breathe. So two brothers will get separated on the whole other end of the world. Now, We don't know who each other are no more. We meet each other 400 years later. My kids and your kids meet each other. They don't know each other from a man in the moon. My kids' crib, your kids' blood. What's happening here? Relatives are killing relatives, right? Right. Sure. So this is what happened, brother. We got brought over here. We got separated from our kids, man. Watch what happened.
And thine eyes shall look and fill with longing for them all the day long. And there shall be no might in thine hand.
And there wasn't nothing we can do to get our kids back, bro. But I'm going to show you what happened when we came over here. Jonah verse 41. Did they just take our kids and say, oh, I want you to go play in Russia and you going to go get to play in Memphis? Now I'm going to show you what they did when they sold our kids. Can you read?
Verse 41. Thou shalt beget sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them.
Why?
For they shall go into captivity.
They should go where?
Into captivity.
They were going to go into captivity, brother. So, man, we had sons and daughters being brought into the earth just to go into slavery, King. You have to understand that is a curse. And why did it happen to us? I just want to make sure you're here with me. Why did these things happen to us? Why? No. So we got cursed because we were God. Now I'm going to read it to you again. Make sure you're catching it. Because I don't want you to hear these things and think it's just like, dang, why God allowed this to happen to my people? It's a specific reason these things happening to us, King. Read that again in verse 15.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So the Lord said if we didn't listen and hearken to the commandments, King, then what?
To observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day.
What was going to happen?
That all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So he said these things were going to come upon you and overtake you. Now jump to verse 46. Because you see all this right here, right? All these pictures, I know you wondering like, dang, these dudes crazy or something? Who just want to sit here and every day look at what happened to their ancestors? Nah, bro, it's a reason we got this playing in your sign. Watch this, verse 46.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 46.
Listen good, King.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign.
Start at verse 45.
Verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee.
So God said all these curses was gonna come upon you, brother. When you listening to this now, I want it to just be me and you out here. All these brothers out here, it's just me. Let's listen to this because this is personal, Reed.
And shall pursue thee.
So these curses was gonna pursue you, Reed.
And overtake thee till thou be destroyed.
Read.
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee.
Now watch what he say these curses are gonna be for you, bro.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign.
For a what?
For a sign.
For a what?
For a sign.
Brother, what street we on right now?
I'm not even from out here, but
if you look up right now, I ain't from out here either. What street they say?
Inglewood Ave.
We on Edgewood and Decatur by the street signs, right? And we can tell where we are by the sign, right? So read that again.
Verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder.
So God said that these curses are going to be upon us for a sign and for a wonder. To wonder what? Why the hell my people get gunned down in the streets? Why the hell my people fill up the abortion clinics? Why the hell all my being fill up the penitentiaries? Why the hell I can't go out there and get me a loan when I go to another country? Why? Because they're going to be upon us for a sign and a wonder, brother. Read.
For a sign and for a wonder.
Watch this.
And upon thy seed forever.
So guess what, bro? This happened in 1619, bro. That's safe to say that was over 400 plus years ago, right? And guess what? What wild to say? To this day, you can still see these signs evident and clear that we are the children of Israel, bro. Watch this, read.
Verse 27.
Verse 47.
47. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart.
So the Lord says, since we ain't want to serve him with joyfulness and gladness of heart, we wanted to go over there and serve Caesar Bozer with makeup on and dog hair. Then we wanted to go over here and be like the Arabs, pray to a rock tongue kissing. That what?
Because thou servest not the Lord with Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart.
We ain't take joy in being Israelites, bro. We ain't take joy in having the one true God of the whole earth. We took joy in idols, King. We took joy in orgies. The wisest man on earth, King Solomon, did it too. We fell into idolatry. But what are we doing today, sister? Hey, sister, we come out here to show you that you are God's chosen team, sister. Yeah, you.
That's
God
right.
chose you.
That's right.
God got us out here to show you who you are. So when you repent, he gonna come back and redeem us.
That's right.
You know about all the wars going on in Israel right now? Y'all don't know about nothing going on in the world. Y'all need to come over here then. Y'all come on.
Come on, get the word in.
We ain't no dog. We just trying to show y'all something. Y'all, come here, holler at us. Hey, sisters. So if I ask y'all what was y'all nationality, what would y'all tell me? If I ask you a president.
Now she said Christian.
Christian. All right, so Christian, born and raised. Now, according to the Bible, what was a Christian according to the Bible? Can I go to the land of Christian?
No.
So if I can't go to the land of Christian, can I put Christian on my birth certificate? Right. When they ask you on your job, what's your race? You put on there Christian.
Hey, what are you, Muslim? Israel, what's that?
We're the Israelites, sister.
That's right.
You an Israelite. You never heard they want to know why?
You can go to that land though?
Can we go to that land? Yes, we go to the land of Israel. Give me Galatians 4:26.
So it is Israel.
I'm going to show you something.
The book of Galatians.
Hey, pay attention, sister, pay attention. Read what you got. Pay attention, I want to show you something. Because you said, can we go to that land, right? Watch this.
Galatians chapter 4, verse 26.
Read it.
But Jerusalem.
But who?
But Jerusalem.
But Christian.
But Jerusalem.
But Christian.
But Jerusalem.
Uh-huh.
Which is above is free.
Which is what?
Above is free.
Read.
Which is the mother of us all.
So, sister, Jerusalem is the mother of us all. That's right, man. All creation comes from Jerusalem, sister.
That's right.
So you have to understand that you are not a Christian, you are an Israelite. You are God's chosen seed. You are the daughter of the living God. And God brought us over here because we did not keep his commandments. That's right. Let me ask you a quick question, sister. How did our ancestors get over here?
On a boat.
On a boat, right?
That's right.
All right, now give me that. Well, now when we came on that boat, was it like a cruise? Or we drinking wine, sipping martinis, you know what I'm saying, smoking vapes? We was in the bottom in chains, right? And where else can I prove that at? Can I prove that? Can you prove that? All right, I'm gonna show you something. And this is from God. And God brought you out
Our
here.
ancestors, you know that stories that they left behind.
Right.
That's how they came over.
And that's how they came over, which is true. But I'm going to show you your ancestors' history was recorded and prophesied in the Bible thousands of years before it even happened.
That's
sister.
right.
Read what you got, King.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68.
Bring it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So God said we're going to do what?
Bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So he said he was going to bring our ancestors back into slavery again with ships. Egypt is a synonymous word for bondage. Because when the Israelites was in Egypt, we was in hard bondage. All right, so you give me Exodus 1:13, King. It's the book of Exodus chapter 20 and verse 2.
Bring it out.
I'm the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Hey, sister, pay attention. Hey, if they don't want this, is just for you then. So God said he was going to bring us out of the house of Egypt, out from the house of bondage. That's right. So now go back and read what you got. Watch this. I'm going to show you what your ancestors went through in Egypt, and I want you to tell me that are we going through that same thing in America? Read out.
Exodus chapter 1 and verse 13. And the Egyptians made the children of Israel to serve with rigor.
You know what the word rigor means?
No, what is it?
I'm gonna show you what rigor. Rigor means with force, violence. Man, hitting whips across your back. When we was over here in slavery, if your grandmother was 78 years old, and they told us she needed to make 10 bags full of cotton a day, and your grandma only made 2 bags of cotton a day, what was gonna happen to Granny? They were gonna beat her or kill her, right?
That's like we was in a house. We was house slaves.
But that don't mean that. It was lights. Like, don't make them, sister. Don't let them fool you, sister. Wasn't no light. Oh, light in the house. Dark outside. No, they ain't spur nothing. Your light ass was outside with me.
Right.
It says, and they made their lives bitter with hard bondage.
And he made what?
Bitter with hard bondage.
So the Most High said the Egyptians made our life hard with much bondage, read.
And mortar and in brick. And in all manner of service in the field.
So go back to Deuteronomy 28:68. See, our people don't want to hear this, man. We get to telling you how the Most High jacked us up for not keeping the commandments. What we want to do, we want to walk off. Right. We want to say we Christians. Right. Oh, it don't matter now, brother. Oh, it's cool. I'm a bad bee now. I was light skinned. I was in the house. No, they had your light skinned ass outside picking cotton. Right. What you got?
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68.
Read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
No, just the dark-skinned Israelites.
With ships.
Read.
But the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
Well, we wasn't gonna see no more again. Somebody give me Jeremiah 22:10. I get tired of y'all feeling like everything is good in America, man.
That's
We
right.
come out here showing y'all who we are, why we over here, and what y'all want to do.
That's
Come over
right.
here, smile, and bring up Christianity, man. Read what you got.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Hold on, kid. Come on, read what you got.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 22 and verse 10.
Read.
Weep not for the dead,
Weep not for who?
Weep not for the dead.
Read.
neither bemoan him.
Uh-huh.
Weep sore for him that goeth away, and be for he shall return no more, nor see the native country.
So all you black Hispanics and Native Indians should be shedding tears out here, man. Y'all have spent your whole life living in America in another land where you were slaves.
That's right.
Y'all ain't never been to your homeland, man. The sisters didn't even know Israel was a place.
That's right.
Come on, man. Read what you got, King.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
And we were gonna be what?
Sold unto your enemies.
No, we were gonna get hired at the temp service place.
Sold unto your enemies.
For what?
For by men
Read.
and by women.
Read.
And no man shall buy you.
Your Christian pastor was gonna save you, bro.
And no man shall buy you.
Allah was gonna save you.
And no man shall buy you.
You hear that, young brother? Hey, young brother, come here, man. Listen to this. It's still, you still here while we read that again.